You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo porso, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo porso, photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go now. Hurt. Go.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Murray.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready?
Throwing now is Geno. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now Smith. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Now Geno. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. First carry for James Conner. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Murray giving to Conner on the option. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again.
And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down and 4.
This will be caught once again by Brown.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Connor up the middle. They'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Tommy is a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Geno now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
18 Cardinals.
Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He finds Hopkins complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Murray trying again after the pick six. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tanner Muse with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Smith being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On the screen, this is Coleman. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Smith. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Myers' kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So golden field position there in squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They run behind center with Connor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. This will be caught by Brown.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the gun, a give to Connor.
Tariq Woolen in on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On 2nd and 9, Murray.
He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
And this will be swung out here for Connor.
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Murray throwing quickly out to Green.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run here with Connor, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
James Conner,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Cards are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray, he'll get that one complete to counter. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's Connor on the read option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Connor going to get it again on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. On third down, it's Connor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing again is Smith. He's got his tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Smith. This is Coleman with a grab. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Come on. Hey.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On third down, Murray. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They snap it to Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we